Alrighty, everybody, welcome to the yearly, basically state of the channel, state of the Twitch, state of everything. Here today. I know this isn't the most exciting video you want to see on Friday, but we'll kind of see how things go. I might record something else later today, so we kind of keep the content going. The reason why we do this now is one, it's a slow season. It's kind of the Emily the show, at least here on the main channel, is kind of waning down to a certain degree, and all that stuff. So we're sort of wrapping that up, and then we can kind of sort of slowly maneuver our way into next year as we sort of wait for news to come out, because there was news early this week, so I might be dropping a second video in a couple hours from me seeing this. Maybe I'll just record this and put it out so that like at 12:30, 12:31, we can kind of get the news video out. So there might be a double upload today. So if you're here, check out that one. If you're doing it backwards, check out that one. There's music too. I know some of you don't like the music, but I kind of just want to fill the space because I don't. For this, I want something there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to break this down into segments. We're going to talk about the YouTube channel up front, talk about the Twitch stuff second, then third, we'll talk about the second channel, because there is a second channel, and I really want to put stuff on there. So let's talk about that. So first, I'll start with the YouTube channel. First and foremost, I want to start out by saying thank you for this. So entering 2024, we were at just over 100 subs, and now we are almost halfway to 500, which is like that first step. So that's huge. So appreciate that one a ton. First and foremost, I didn't really think we were going to take a step forward. A lot of it too, I've noticed, is when I'm sort of critiquing or not attacking, when I'm trying to sort of state what they did wrong, seems to do very, very well. So as long as I keep making mistakes, I guess we'll keep growing. And I'm sure they will kind of continue to make some along the way, but that's not really what we're going to be known for. So one of the things we did, and I sort of did it unintentionally, but I like that I did do it, is we sort of shifted away from gameplay videos to more news kind of things. Reason for that is because I think there's a lot of gameplay footage out there where it's like new cards and guys using those new cards. I think that's a very saturated market, and I don't see a reason to be throwing that stuff out there into the ecosystem when there's plenty of it already. There's numerous guys who do it, and I don't want to just throw it out there to be out there, if that makes sense. I'd rather focus on what's coming out, what's new, and talking about that, and just sort of making the channel a running diary for the game, where it's like, hey, this came out, this came out, this came out, and sort of touching on all that stuff, instead of being like 99 Josh Gibson, let's see how he plays, because a lot of people do that. And I think when it comes to the news coverage of the game, that as it drops, I don't think there's as many, and I think there's plenty of granted, I think even in that it's a little oversaturated, but I see where somebody can come in with the perspective of mine, where it's, look, I'm not going to tell you to spend money. I'm not going to just blindly critique this game. I'm going to offer some sort of retort to what they're doing and have it conversate from there. Now, one of the funnier things is one of the videos that shot up unexpectedly was me playing the MLB Gotcha game that's on mobile. It's on Steam. It came to Steam. Want to try it. Absolute money pit. Never play it, but it did surprisingly well. So maybe we'll try to sneak in some sort of gameplay, some look at other baseball games that come out. I'm probably going to eventually get this, probably sooner than later, the adapter to where I can plug my phone in, because I do play Dokkan. Maybe bring some Dokkan stuff to the second channel would be cool. I play TCG players, so maybe streaming that would be fun. Just sort of branching out, and if it means playing more sort of dumb, bad mobile baseball games, hey, we'll do it, because there's clearly people who want to see me look like an idiot, and I'm all for it. So, but for the most part, that's what we're gonna be. This channel is mainly gonna be Emily the Show. I don't see it deferring from that path for now. If you do want to see other stuff, there's a second channel, SpectsTv, that's gonna have more stuff directly from the Twitch channel that's gonna funnel in to it. That's where that's gonna be. Now, flipping over to Twitch. Twitch has been an absolute pain in my neck for this month, for the year. There's a lot of going ons there. There's a lot of up and down, and never really regained my foothold. It's been that way for 2 years, and I just never regained momentum. A lot of it's my fault because I can't keep consistent there. Because as you know, if you do anything, it's way easier to say no and cancel than it is to actually do it. So that's where I'm at with that. I'm probably going to try to go live today because I should maybe go live tomorrow, take Sunday off, go live Monday because I'm off, and then kind of just continue on through that portion and sort of recycle there. I'm not going to really try to set a schedule. I think I'm going to take the rest of the year to sort of figure out what fits, and if what fits, then we're going to keep doing it for the rest of the year, and I'm just going to try my darndest to kind of, once baseball kind of gets going, is sort of maneuver around baseball, the baseball schedule more. And granted, we have to maneuver around football, but football is a little bit easier because football, there's not a lot of like, it's, you know, those times don't change. There isn't like for baseball where it's like, it's anywhere from 4:10 for me, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Whereas for football, it's basically night games are 5. So I can maneuver around that to a degree. College football is sort of winding down too, so Saturdays will be opening up again, so we'll probably throw some stuff in on Saturdays. It's really just going to be a matter of me finding consistency and maintaining that consistency and just playing games I want to play. I talked about this prior, how I want to play every Borderlands game before Borderlands 4 comes out, because we are going to be streaming Borderlands 4, whether it's good, bad, or different. I'm going to make content. So we're going to be doing that. And there's some other games I want to play and bring to the channel, so we're going to try to do that. But the thing, too, here becomes, do we stream Emily the Show? Because Emily the Show is our main game here on YouTube. So every time I do it, I don't think it works because, again, not really a gameplay channel. So even if I were to, at this point, I don't feel the need to, because one, it's so late in the year. And even if I really wanted to at this point, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to be honest with you. And if worse comes to worse, we can always be like, hey, let's try it against the CPU, not real players, because CPU is sometimes a little bit harder to play because there's no real, it's kind of random. And if we have to play it at like the max difficulty, we play at the max effing difficulty. It's all fine and dandy. So in terms of that, I don't have a necessary direction per se. On the Twitch side, I might stream MLB strictly to YouTube. That was a thought I keep running to in my head, is sort of run it on YouTube. Then it comes like, well, why don't you multi-stream it? So then maybe it'll coalesce. That's also a possibility, but I think we'll try that kind of once like game demos and stuff come out, because then we can kind of maneuver from there. But I think mainly Emily Show might just be video only content, unless something changes and it's pertinent to sort of do that. I just, the Emily Show channel as a whole on Twitch is very odd. It's very top heavy, so usually when the top streamers aren't streaming, it's usually a very dead category. I'm just gonna pull it up right now because I want to see how, if that, it's always slightly been true. So I don't, let's see here. So as of now, there's 348 viewers, and the highest one is Playful at 160, and then it just falls off a cliff. So again, it's a very whack category. So maybe if I streamed earlier, it would be a problem. But I until I can, again, I kind of want to take this time and sort of just play around with things, because there's other stuff I want to do. But maybe we do take a little bit more time if things sort of settle and we can kind of do it a little more, then we do it a little bit more. But not a whole lot going on there, and I'm not too concerned about it. I think next year maybe we just sort of try to make everything work so that we can kind of grow on Twitch, we can grow on YouTube, and sort of go in a direction. A lot of it's just me, because Twitch is a full-time job, it seems like sometimes, so I have to be more persistent in making stuff around it and all that fun stuff, and going forward. So we might have to be like, hey, what I could do, and a lot of this depends on like Borderlands 4, because what I could do is be like, hey, for the first quarter, it's going to be Borderlands. We're going to play through every Borderlands game and try to get through that in the first quarter. And then second quarter could be MLB The Show. Third quarter might be Borderlands 4, because Borderlands 4 is going to be coming out, let's assume October. So we can kind of mix and match there. We could that might be the best way to do it. So it's sort of like Borderlands era goes from that to the second channel, and will be the stuff would come to the first channel, and then Borderlands 4 comes to the second channel. So segueing back again. God, we are good at segues. Let's talk about the second channel. If you don't know the second channel is SpectsTV. It's a little bit less rigid. There's not a lot there. I'm gonna put stuff there, and part of me wants to just put VODs from the Twitch channel on there, but part of me doesn't. And the reason why is I don't think just filtering straight content's there. And I know we can do the Ludwig thing, kind of edit things down and supercut it, but I think that ruins the experience, because right now Twitch is feels like to me the more live LP channel, and then YouTube sort of feels like you're trimming the fat and just giving you the hard stuff, or like the meat and potatoes of it, which is fine. I think that could be the direction we want to go, or I want to take it. It's just a matter of, again, it means that we have to feed stuff in there, so content would have to feed. So like, hypothetically speaking, is the main channel would be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sub channel, other channel might be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and it would just be streams from the 3 other days and do it just a couple weeks back. So like we'd backload content. So like, let's say there was a 4-hour stream, you might get 45 minutes of that stream on one day and then kind of bring it back. Again, I don't know, because heck, I might be doing content with some of my buddies that we do off stream and just throw in there. There's no face cam for me. You don't see my beautiful face. It's just us screwing around. I do it with WoW. That was sort of the experiment. It did okay. I didn't really push it, but I wanted to see how it would do. It was 3 idiots playing WoW hardcore would do. And maybe we just like that, because we still have it. Like, we still have our guys if we want to go back and continue it. But it's just a lot there. So that's probably going to be a lot of the Twitch stuff comes from. Again, I want to play all 4 Borderlands. I would throw those playthroughs in there and see how things kind of go, because that's recapping the story, and then you get to hear my thoughts on Borderlands. I have some thoughts on that series and all that fun stuff. So ultimately, that's where it's going to be. So hopefully that kind of gets going. That too just takes more editing. These videos don't take a lot of editing. It's just live and talking to the camera. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. Throw it in there. Not so much editing. The Twitch stuff, that takes some time. So maybe that'll be a little bit longer, or have somebody do it for me. I'll probably do it. Maybe I'll just edit all on Saturdays, especially now that Saturdays, when it comes to like college basketball season, I'm out. So we'll see how that goes. But that's everything. So again, to summarize on the back end here, YouTube is going to be, this channel, SpectsGamingTv, is just going to be show content for the most part. Twitch channel is still going to be variety. We'll probably do it in sagas. We'll play a game, however long that takes for us. We that saga for that long, and then reset to another game series or game, play all of that, reset. So then if you want, it gives the communities time to see it, and then they like it, they stick around, all that fun stuff. Like, there's plenty of stuff we can do. So that's where it's going to be. SpectsTV is going to be Twitch streams, probably figuring 2-3 weeks behind. So maybe what we'll do is, like, once that game's done, then it starts uploading, so you can kind of see it in sequential, or you can watch the full VODs there as well. But we'll kind of see how things flow. Again, nothing's really going to happen until the new year in terms of that stuff, so that's always good. But if you are watching this, thank you so much for being around this year. We made some big strides here on YouTube. Hopefully that continues. I'm going to try my best to continue it, stay up to date on it, keep doing stuff, doing more we can. Same thing with Twitch. We're going to put our time back into it and really reset everything. And then hopefully Twitch TV just sort of like slides back in there as well. So all that should be good to go. Again, thanks so much for checking this out. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks so much for the subs, the follows, all that fun stuff throughout the year. Hopefully next year we do better. Let's hit 5. I would love to hit 500 on this channel, the main channel soon. I would love to hit 500 on Twitch. So that's probably the goal, is 500. Like the two main things. I want to be at 500. Twitch TV, if that does well, that does well. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not overly concerned about that one. That's mainly just like sequential content. But the goal for this year, I think, is going to be 500. That's what we're going to do. We're starting here at honestly, if we end the year 250 here, that'd be great. If on Twitch we can end at 240, that'd be great. So then it's about 250 a piece. So that's the plan. And maybe we hit 1,000. We got to start somewhere. So all that being said, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Love having you guys around here. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see you guys all probably later today. Have a good one. My name is Specs. See you guys all next one.